Hi guys, this is Alex, and today in this video I would like to talk about Node.js roadmap. I've prepared some minimal roadmap for beginners just to go through all of those steps, and after that you will be able to get your first job as low middle developer or something like that, so near middle level. First of all, here we have two topics which are out of the scope, and that means that they are prerequisites for learning Node.js, and I guess that's obvious. You need to know JavaScript, and it will be great if you will know TypeScript, at least some basic stuff. And also I would like to mention that each topic that I have here on the board, we have link here, so you could press on a link and you will go to documentation for each topic. So here we have JavaScript guide, then we will have TypeScript documentation link, and station will be the same for each topic that I have on the board. So yeah, we have our Discord channel, link will be in the description below and in the channel description, so definitely subscribe to our Discord channel, and I will attach our mind map file to message in the Discord, so you will be able to download this file, review all the links, and you could use this for your studying, or maybe you would like to repeat something. Okay, long story short, you know TypeScript and JavaScript. That's great. Then you need to start with core library models. It's very important to study fundamentals of the Node.js. You need to check built-in models, how to work with the file system, what is event emitter, how to work with HTTP model. Very important topic, it's streams. A lot of things in Node.js built around streams, so definitely check the basics, fundamentals of the Node.js. Sometimes it will be hard to understand because we have only like list of models and some code snippets with examples how to use and for what purpose, but you do not have like full picture how to compose your application, but it will be later. At least go one by one and just review what kind of models do we have, what purpose they serving, and with that in mind, later on for doing some particular task you will know, okay, I read about that model and it will help me, and then I will go to that documentation, will repeat it, double check, and here we go, we will solve the task. Cool. Let's come back to our mind map. After studying our core models, then we need to choose our framework for our API, for our backend application. So the most popular one will be the Express.js framework. Also, for some advanced application, you could use Nest.js, but it will be later. Just for simple API, use Express. They have very simple documentation, you will check it and definitely figure out how to work with it. There are a lot of code snippets and yeah, you will figure out. Passport.js. This is the library which solve, I would say, almost all authentication problems. There are a lot of strategies, so let me show you, like HTTP bearer, GVT strategy, authentication using social networks or OAuth, and there are a lot of them. So the most important which I would like to mention, that's GVT strategy and bearer strategy. They are like the fundamentals, yeah, the basic, and you need to know. If you will handle those two, you will figure out how to deal with social network authentication and etc. So social network authentication, this is additional thing which you will figure out after those two. Okay, cool. Validation, the most advanced and the most popular library which currently we are using, it's Zot. We are using Zot mostly with TypeScript, so yeah, check the documentation. It is very simple and handy. You just specify the schema, write in your validation rules, some description, and etc. Okay, the next thing is databases. I've added here the most popular variants. So MongoDB, it's document-oriented, NoSQL database, very frequently used with Node.js. If we are talking about SQL world, then I think in most cases we have two variants. It is MySQL for small and mid-sized applications, and Postgres. Postgres usually use it for something more complex, more advanced. So, but yeah, just learn SQL, how to build your queries. And here I did not put any ORM. ORM will be later. Please learn fundamentals, because if you will know how to build query correctly, then you will use ORM correctly. Because when you will call many methods to do some simple stuff, I don't know, to join things, you could call couple methods in ORM, do bunch of SQL queries under the hood, and then you could have some not really good performance. So please learn fundamentals, how to build queries, what are the relational databases, and after that you will use ORMs very efficient and in a correct way. Okay, and last but not least, Redis. It's a real-time in-memory storage, and usually we are using Redis for some cache, or I don't know, for some communication even between services. But in our case, for beginners, in most cases we are using Redis for cache. Okay, login, nothing special. Here we have my favorite libraries for login or loggers, yeah, like Winston and Pino. Pino is quite tiny thing, very robust and small library. Winston is a bit more advanced thing, but you will see and choose between those two. Just, I don't know, check the documentation and which you will like more, and just use it. Testing. Jest, it's one of the most popular library for testing, not only for Node.js, for front-end as well. So check the documentation, how to write tests, and always cover your code with tests. It is really useful. Often I hear that we do not write tests, it is wasting of the time. I would say, guys, in the beginning, maybe you will delay some features, I don't know, in couple hours or maybe couple days you will delay it, but later on, I don't know, you will be crazy with this manual testing thing, and forget about that. Just write tests and you will be happy developers. Okay, CI/CD, just build and deliver your code. Docker, learn about Docker, how to containerize your Node.js application to serve it somewhere in the cloud. And yeah, AWS, it is the most popular cloud provider for Node.js applications. So I guess I will add some tutorials for AWS and Docker. I will think. Maybe I will create some additional videos to cover those topics. But yeah, this is my Node.js roadmap for beginners. Please drop a comment what you think. Is it useful or not? If you have some suggestions, please share with us. And yeah, don't forget about Discord. All attachments and other useful content will be there. And yeah, guys, I will definitely create one more video about Node.js roadmap, but for advanced developers. I think I will call it how to become high demand Node.js developer. And there will be a lot of cool stuff like cloud development, some advanced patterns, and not only that. So definitely subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, write a comment, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.